Submissions 101, I'm going to demonstrate how to do a Indian deathlock counter. Now, over the last couple weeks, couple months now, there's been some really good interaction between myself and Brian Yamasaki of Combat Submission Wrestling. He was shown this by Eric Paulson. Eric Paulson has an awesome video on the Indian deathlock. It's basically a counter to the whip up and getting an ankle lock. It does work, and of course, like any good evolution in martial arts, we're going back and forth between our two camps to try to develop counters to counters and things like that. So this is something that we've found with the Indian deathlock. Again, awesome move. It can catch people. So I'm going to have half guard on Herm. Now, one of the reasons people get caught in the Indian deathlock is because there's a slight pause. They'll come here, they'll go for the whip up, and automatically he just sits up, standing, pushes down my knees, and he gets me in the lock. Typically, if you take away some of that window of opportunity, when I'm going for the whip up, I usually am here, and when I whip up, I'm immediately turning on my side here to make sure that he doesn't get up to the Indian deathlock position. But nothing is 100% in grappling or jiu-jitsu, so it does happen from time to time. So what we have found is, if you are going for the Indian deathlock, and I whip up, and he immediately is coming up, I'm not just going to stay in this position, okay? Because he's coming up to put on the ankle lock. I'm immediately going to come in, grab onto his ankle here. I'm sitting up, and I'm going to be pulling the ankle this direction to bring him down. Once he's down, I pin his leg, I get up to my knees, I unhook my lockdown, and pass to side control. Again, there's many variables involved in all of this. Nothing works 100% of the time. I'm going to whip him up. Here, he starts leaning back. I grab because I know that he wants to posture up. I'm going to be basically coming up into him, pushing over, pinning, hugging, unhook the lockdown, and pass. So, go for the whip up. He stands, I grab right away. Over, compromised his balance, up to my knees, pinning down, passing my hand over, unhook, passing to the side control position. You're going to get caught in the Indian deathlock if your whip up sucks and you're not moving. Remember, when you go for this, he's waiting, he's timing, he's a catch wrestler, some combat submission wrestling, and you do this, you're giving it to him. He's also stepped back at this point. If that's the case, even if you step back, and I'm trying to come up, I won't be able to reach the ankle, and I know that he's going to be trying to be pushing down from here, okay? He's going to get me. So, what I'm going to do, if this happens, where he's locked you in, and you can't reach back, I'm going to be posturing up here, and sitting up with him. I'm going to grab onto his elbows, and I'm going to flare and pull out and extend my legs. So this is just another counter where I'm like this, posture up, he stands back, I immediately come up, pull back down and extend, getting my under over or double underhooks. So, like I said, there's counters to counters, and Brian Yamasaki, he's got some good stuff. Check out his website. There'll be a link at the end of this video where you can see the stuff that he's doing. And so that's just a counter to the Indian deathlock.